everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about some furry and fursuit terms that if you're a newer furry, you might not know about. The furry fandom is full of made-up terms that everyone just kind of knows eventually, but I thought it could be good to have a little video with a bit of a dictionary so that people who are a bit newer to the fandom can learn some of the terms that we use. First up, I've got full suits, partials, and full partials. I've just put these in one thing because they're all kind of similar. Basically, this is a type of fursuit. A full suit is a fursuit that covers your whole body, head to toe, hands and feet, face, everything like that. A full partial is generally head, hands, feet, and arm sleeves, and a mini partial is generally just head, paws, and tail. Full partial also has tail. There's also many variations to these, like half suits, three-quarter suits, all that kind of thing, but partials and full suits are generally the most commonly used terms. Poodling. Poodling is when you show skin while wearing a fursuit. Poodling is not a bad thing. I don't care if you poodle. I poodle all the time. You can see it in half my videos. When it gets hot, I just like to wear a short sleeve shirt. Wearing fursuits can get really hot, but poodling is just the term for when it shows your skin in between the fur, because it kind of looks like poodles where they have like the shaved down and then like the big puffy tails. So it's just a term for that. Luxury shag, or just shag. Luxury shag is a type of fur that's most commonly used on fursuits. There's a lot of different types of fur, which I won't go into right now. I may do another video on that later. But luxury fur is just your soft, long, luscious fur. It's what I make most of my suits out of. On my heads and stuff are all luxury fur. It shaves down really nicely, it's nice and thick, and it's got a very strong backing. This is the most commonly used fur in fursuits because it does the job really well. Premade suit. A premade suit is a fursuit that a maker has made to sell after it's been made. This means that they might have brought the design or made the design themselves and just made it in their own spare time doing whatever they like, and then they auction it off or they sell it after it's already been completed. On the other side of that, we have commissioned suits, or a commissioned custom suit. A custom suit is where you approach a maker and you give them your character and they make your character for you specifically. So it's got your measurements, your design, all of that stuff. Another type of suit is an artistic liberty suit. This is kind of in between a pre-made and a custom. Generally with artistic liberties, you will approach the maker, but you will just maybe give them a theme or some colors that you like, or you might give them completely free artistic reign. And so the maker gets to decide what your suit looks like with some input sometimes. So it's like getting a custom fitted pre-made suit. Stompers. Stompers are big feet. Big chunky feet that stomp around. Stompers are just stompy and fun, and it's just a silly word that people use when talking about big fluffy feet. Opposite stompers is peeps. Peeps are generally little feet, or at least they might be big feet with little toes, just like tiny little squishy peetsies. There is also paws. Paws is paws, just a bit of a funny way to say paws. Maws. Maws is a mouth. A big mouth with teeth, and I don't know, it looks cute and fun, I guess. I'm not really a maw person, but it's a word that a lot of people use, so I thought I'd include it. Beans. These are beans. You got your little paw beans. I don't know where this term came from. I heard it much before I was a furry in sort of like talking about dogs and cats. It's just like cute little beans. I don't know, toe beans, paw beans, that kind of thing. They're just the little squishy paw pads. Digigrade. A digigrade suit or a digigrade character is a character that has realistic kind of leg styles as to how that animal would have. Basically, the ankle sort of stands up. It's like they're standing on their tippy toes. Most animals like dogs and cats and bunnies and all sorts of animals are digigrade. Plantigrade. Plantigrade is the other one. Basically, like humans are plantigrade. We stand on our feet flat. We don't stand on our tippy toes like digigrade. There is another one in the middle there, but I can't really remember what it is or what it is, so if I find it, I'll put it somewhere for you. Follow me eyes. Follow me eyes are eyes that, in a fursuit, follow you when you're not looking at the person directly. They can be a little bit creepy for some people, but I think they're pretty charming and kind of gives like an extra dimension of life to your fursuit. They're generally made by setting them into the head by about an inch or so, maybe a bit less. The deeper they in, the more effective they are at following you. Quotes. Now I've done a whole video on quotes, which you can watch here in one of these corners, but as a quick little summary, a quote is the amount of money that is what you would pay if you commission someone for something specific. So someone might have their starting price for heads be 600, but you go to them and you've got a character that's got big ears, 4 fur colors and stripes down its head, or like a few more complicated features, and you might get a quote of 700. So basically it's just the custom price for your character. Reference sheet. This one's probably the most important of all if you're getting into the furry fandom, is having a reference sheet of your character or characters. The reference sheet shows clearly what your character looks like from the front, the back, the side, any other views that you like as well. It shows the colors and the markings. It might even have some personality details. Anything that you think is important for other people to know if they're drawing your character or making them into a suit or anything like that. Reference sheet generally shouldn't be shaded, especially for art purposes, because it can make it really confusing to see what colors are actually there. Most artists, digital artists anyway, will color pick from a reference sheet, so if your colors are inaccurate on the reference sheet, then your art isn't going to look the way you want it. So make sure you have a nice, well-designed reference sheet for your character when you start commissioning people. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more terms, pop them in the comments for other people to see. And if you have any other furry video ideas you'd like me to do, let me know as well. I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!